Hi guys, I'm Mike.
And I'm Stephen.
And this is F1 Fanatics. Welcome back to the channel and to another episode of the F1 Podcast. The only place where you can get any F1 news in the world. That includes, newspaper articles, magazines, they're all lies unless they come from the F1 Podcast.
And this week is no disclaimers.
No. There are disclaimers. There are the media outlets available for getting F1 stuff.
But this is the F1 Podcast.
Oh, yes it is. It is the F1 Podcast. So, in today's episode of the F1 Podcast, we are going to be looking at the car reveals of the Alfa Tauri, the Alfa Romeo, and the Red Bull has been announced. So we'll just give our thoughts on that. And also we have a great question from Jonty. He thinks it's going to be controversial. I feel our answer will be pretty well responded to, maybe. Don't know.
Could
be controversial. Maybe it is a controversial topic. I thought it's quite clear cut in the world of motorsport, which is bigger right now. But I could be wrong.
You could very well be wrong.
I could be wrong. But anyway, okay, so let's start. Last Friday, Alfa Tauri, very early in the morning, revealed their new livery. I like it. Better than last year's.
It's basically reversed, isn't it?
Yep.
You got white on top instead of red on top, and you got a
navy blue on top.
You got white top, red bottom, and then last year was red top, white bottom.
You're talking about Alfa Romeo.
Yes.
I'm talking about Alfa Tauri. Because that was last Friday.
I mean, you just said Alfa.
Yeah, well, there's two Alfas.
I mean, you specified.
I mean, we're going to be honest with here. Whatever you're saying is essentially correct for both cars.
Yeah, pretty much.
They just reversed it, flipped it. Both look really nice. Prefer the Alfa Romeo.
Yep.
And I think the logo just looks so nice this year, actually. How they've integrated. I think I look at the Alfa Romeo car this year, and I loved the red on the Alfa Romeo last year. I much preferred the Alfa Romeo last year to the Alfa Tauri.
Yeah.
And I think I much prefer it to the Alfa Tauri this year again as well. But I think everything just blends in better on the Alfa Romeo car this year.
Just a nicer looking car.
Yeah. Like it was very that kind of segmented sections before.
Well, the Alfa Tauri is not bad. I don't hate it. But, Alfa Romeo is just...
They just pulled it out the bag. Great car. Looks good.
Bam. There we go. Just tick two off right there.
Bam. Tick two off. Red Bull, same car. Got Honda on the back wing instead of Aston Martin. But it's a great livery. I like the livery, so I'm not too fussed about it.
Yeah. I think they're going for the prize of least changes to last year's car. Hopefully their performance isn't the same. Hopefully their performance goes up.
I mean, it's a brand, realistically. It's not going to change. Obviously, it's very much depending on who you prefer. Not who you prefer, what livery you prefer. Do you prefer this kind of more matty Red Bull look that we've had over the past 5 or 6 years in a kind of like hybrid era? Or did you prefer the kind of more purpley blue car in their successful period in the sport? I liked both, to be honest with you. I'm happy with either. I think both, you look at a car and you go, that's Red Bull. And that's essentially what you need to do with a car livery.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, it can look the nicest car in the world, but if it's not winning stuff, then it's kind of irrelevant.
Exactly.
You might just go on a F1 YouTuber's list of nicest liveries of the season. But that's not going to pay the bills, Red Bull, is it? So you have a distinguishable brand.
Yeah, fair.
There you go.
Bam. Why change a winning formula?
Bang, 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 bang. Look, we're flying. What an episode of the F1 podcast.
Who cares about car liveries? I'm still looking forward to Ferrari.
The team reveal. Isn't that today, or is it tomorrow?
It could well be today.
This is today, as in we're recording on Tuesday.
Yeah.
Rather than anything else. Right. Okay, I actually did screenshot the questions this week, so I can actually tell you exactly. Oh, well, actually, we'll go on a thing, because we'll drop in IndyCar here. The best livery reveal on Monday, though, was Jimmy Johnson's car reveal.
Here we go.
Carvana. Racing. It looked good.
It did look good, yeah.
Just the best one of the day. Best one so far. The best one so far has been Scott McLaughlin's.
Yeah, it's pretty nice.
That's a great livery.
I mean, IndyCar, just keeping on the sidetrack of IndyCar car reveals compared to F1 car reveals, I just remember seeing the video of Will Power, a Penske driver, just going around the garage going, "Yep, this is my car.
There's my car.
This is their car.
There's Scotty's car. And there's Joseph's car."
Oh, that was the car reveal.
No, in fairness, they did. I like it. They do like a 2-minute promotional trailer, almost like a advert on TV of the driver doing it. Because obviously Jimmy Johnson's was kind of like that. Scott McLaughlin's was like that as well. But obviously they're 2 rookies to the season, so they're making a big deal of those drivers there. Although I think McLaren are trying to bring F1-esque style car reveal there. Because
gonna have Pato and Felix Rosenqvist making a song.
Well, they've got an official car reveal coming out in, I think, 4 days from Tuesday, or it might have been from Monday. It's at some point this week. It's either Thursday or Friday this week. But they've been having a countdown to it, and I'm like, that kind of feels very un-IndyCar. Like, usually they just rock up at testing and go, "This is the car." Or the car. I like Rahal Lanigan's one as well. They just literally put like a render out of it with a kind of cool little circle around that they do it on all their car liveries, and just share it to their social medias and go, "There you go, that's the car."
There you go.
And everyone goes, "That's all you wanted." If you build up like some big hype around it, everyone's like, bored. Anyway, difference in series car reveals. I think IndyCar do it better.
Let's bring the tangent back to F1.
Yeah. Okay, so the question is at F1 at Fanatics_F1. You can follow us on Twitter, or at F1 Fanatics Steve. You can follow him on Twitter. I want to throw a controversial question in the ring for this week and ask, what is the most prestigious race to win? The Monaco GP, the Indy 500, Le Mans 24-hour, or Daytona 500?
Well, let's immediately kick off the Daytona 500. I'm sorry if you're a massive NASCAR fan and you think it's the best thing in the world, but in the elite motorsports, get out.
Brutal.
Get out the door and don't leave it open.
No, I think. Look, I think the Daytona 500 in terms of stock cars. It's a great event.
It's nowhere near the prestigious level.
It's not even as big as the Indy 500.
I'm not going to coddle NASCAR fans. Get at your race outfit. It's not in prestigious level rankings with the 500 Monaco and Le Mans.
The easiest one to say is it's not part of the Triple Crown.
Exactly. And the wording is most prestigious race.
Yep.
It's not the most popular. It's not the biggest. It's the most prestigious race.
There you go.
So hit me.
Daytona 500 out.
Yeah.
I think, look, okay. So through periods of time, I would say each of the remaining 3, Monaco, Le Mans and Indy 500, have had, been the most prestigious race at that time.
Yeah.
Period of time. I would say probably for the longest period of time, the most prestigious one, I don't know. Le Mans definitely from I would say from the Second World War onwards to maybe the 90s could maybe argue was the most prestigious race.
Mm-hmm.
But for me, it's the Indy 500.
Okay.
I think it just is. Monaco, I kind of rule out a bit like Daytona. I think it's a special event to win. I think it's one of the most challenging tracks on the F1 calendar, and it's one that all the drivers want to win. So that adds to its prestige on that aspect. But literally for winning Le Mans or Indy 500, they're almost like separate events in themselves. They're like events within the season. So like,
Okay.
the Le Mans is like an event within the Endurance GP. The Indy 500 is a massive event within, the IndyCar calendar. Within F1, a lot of F1 fans go, not a lot of F1 fans, but some F1 fans go, we don't even want it. I can't imagine.
But that's only in this current time period.
Yeah. But I can't ever imagine at any time period endurance fans or IndyCar fans going, let's get rid of the Indy 500 or let's get rid of the 24 hours. I think Monaco has just become a challenging racetrack on the F1 calendar where the other two are more prestigious. So I think it's a top two fight and then you can pick or choose which one you want. But I think the Indy 500 overall, I don't know, because pre Second World War, the Indy 500 basically meant, although there was an Indy car calendar, it was basically the Indy 500.
Yeah.
And at stages, I think, after the Great Depression, I think there was only trying to think back to our history of IndyCar videos, I think it was only 3 or 4 races in the season.
And the Indy 500.
And basically it was the Indy 500.
Yeah.
And Le Mans has always been an event. I think they're pretty much on a par, actually.
Well, I've got to disagree. I am going for Monaco.
You think Monaco is the more prestigious
The most
one?
prestigious race. The setting of it in Monaco, just money. You got yaks there.
You got yachts or yachts?
Yachts. And yaks.
You got yaks.
You got yachts and yaks. There was that story that there was a diamond on the car going around Monaco. I mean, I know recent times it's a terrible race, but in terms of prestigiousness, and you can be known as the King of Monaco, and that's a title in itself in F1. I call it the most prestigious. Money-wise, lots of money in it.
No, for me, no. I disagree.
There we go.
Indy 500 or Le Mans. And yeah, if we're going to push into corner, I'm going Indy 500. Because I think over a period that it's been in, it has been the most competitive race out of the three.
Yes. Probably, yeah. Well, yeah.
Well, look, Le Mans usually dominated
Le Mans
by
a battle
periods
of survival.
Yeah, but it's also been dominated by periods of, Ferrari, Ford for a short time, Audi, Porsche. It definitely has the most prestige with manufacturers.
Yes.
if that's where we're going for, but a very good question actually. I think this week caused.
I'm going away Monaco.
You're going
for the
Monaco.
glitz and glam of Monaco, most prestigious race.
Yeah, no.
But to be fair, you have IndyCar drivers that are more known for their 500 win than their championship wins, whereas you wouldn't go an F1 driver is more known for his Monaco wins than his championship wins. But I'm still sticking with Monaco as the most prestigious.
Yeah. I don't know how... And also the fact that you have to share a drive. But the fact that with Le Mans, because they share the drive, either 2 drivers, 3 drivers, 4 drivers in it, especially now, I don't know. Fernando Alonso would not be announced as a Le Mans 24-hour winner. He would be announced as 2-time Formula 1 world champion.
Yeah.
In terms of that. And, in the past, I would say there was a lot more weight. Oh, so-and-so won Le Mans. But the Indy 500, like you said, there are just people renowned. AJ Foyt, he's won 7 championships in the series. But I think a lot of people go, he's won the Indy 500 4 times and was the first to do that.
Yeah. He'll be announced first as a 4-time.
He's got the most wins
winner
in the series, but he's got 4 Indy 500 wins in the series. Rick Mears, legend for winning it 4 times. Al Unser, 4 times. It goes on. Helio Castro Neves has made a career. He never won a championship with an IndyCar, but he won the Indy 500 3 times and is like a fan favourite for that. yeah, Indy 500 most prestigious for me.
Monaco GP!
There you go.
Where legends are born.
There we go. King of Monaco, Daniel Ricciardo. Hey.
Well, Senna. Introduction to the world stage at Monaco. I'm sure many more.
I
The
just,
debate goes on.
look, I
No,
just
which they
think,
end it.
no, right, okay. I'll just think with Monaco, right? In a season, Takuma Sato last year wins the Indy 500. I'll go, actually, let's go 2019. Simon Pagenaud wins the Indy 500. That's a huge deal. He goes back to his country, and in the Tour de France, when they go through his town, they've got his car there as like a celebration of what an achievement that is to do that.
Yeah.
Hamilton won the 2019 Monaco GP. It's more remembered the fact that he did a Niki Lauda tribute rather than the fact that he's won the Monaco GP. There wasn't like people going around the streets of England going, Lewis Hamilton won in Monaco, incredible! That's what prestigious means to me. I feel like it doesn't have the appeal to it. Most people go, they'll talk about the quality of the race. It just has blended into another race on the calendar. And I don't think the Indy 500 or Le Mans would ever do that. So that's why
History. I put in the history card.
Yeah, and Le Mans...
Don't think about the last 20 years. Think about the 20 years before that.
Yeah, but aren't Le Mans and IndyCar both longer-serving races?
Yeah.
So how can you pull the history card? They're more prestigious as they've been around more.
Don't think about the last 20 years of Monaco. Or even the last 10 years. Think about the good years. Most prestigious race.
There we go. We've had our debate on this one. So now it's time for you to have your say. Great question, Jonty. You actually have. You said, I want a controversial one. Well, clearly it was. Because we spent about 10 minutes just arguing on this. And just going, it's the Indy 500, so you're welcome.
It's the Monaco Grand Prix.
There you go.
Let me know why you agree
and then
with me.
Katie will be in the comments going, it's Le Mans 24 hours. So yeah, fascinating.
There we go.
There we go. That's it. That's the podcast. That's what you get. A dispute, an argument. that sells on the internet, doesn't it? We need like a thumbnail of like an angry rant, like, my race was better. No, my race was better. Okay, there you go. We're done. F1 podcast. Enjoyed it. So comment down below with your thoughts as always. Any of you new around here or haven't done so already, Stephen, what can they do?
You can like, subscribe, and ding that bell.
Ding it. So for now, you F1 fans, keep racing. Oh, no, we can't do that. Keep racing.
Keep racing.